Good morning. I'd like to welcome to the August 3rd meeting of City Council 2021.
Iris De Carvalho,
Here.
Dave Line.
Here.
Soldner, Bagwell,
Here.
Garza.
Here.
Pledge of Allegiance.
I
pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Here the prayer is going to be by Betty Pinkston of the Full Gospel Church.
Thank you. Good morning.
Good morning.
Gracious Heavenly Father, as we assemble together this morning, we want to thank you for a gorgeous and beautiful day. We want to thank you for the opportunities that you give us here today, Lord, to discuss and to just think about our city, Lord, and the things that needs to be done and the people that need to be helped and what we can do in this endeavor to do that. And we always ask, Lord, that you would just bless each and every individual here that has any part in this, Lord. Give them the wisdom and the guidance that they need today, Lord. We're ever so grateful to serve you. In Jesus' name I pray. Amen.
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 Item 4, oral communications from the audience.
That's my cue.
Yeah.
Good morning, Hutchinson.
Good morning.
My name's Scott Brown. I'm a resident of Hutchinson, Kansas. Lifelong kayaker and canoeer. And I'm here this morning because on July 6th, I was at the meeting to express my concerns with the lack of sufficient parking at the new fishing access that was being constructed at the old waterslide property on East 4th Avenue and on the west side of the Arkansas River, and to encourage the city to reopen the parking area on the northeast side of the bridge to ensure that we can accommodate the growing number of folks that are coming out and using the Arkansas River. A brief discussion after my comments revealed some confusion as to the ownership of the parking area. It was an issue that the city manager said that he would look into. And subsequently, I also shared the same information through our social media platforms that the floating public might have a better understanding of the issues at hand. At the July 20th meeting, when asked about this very issue, a city department head suggested that misinformation was being spread through social media and stated that the city has no influence or ownership over that parking area. I presume that he was referring to my post, which states that the city does in fact own this property. This was not misinformation. This was information that was available through the Reno County GIS map prior to October of 2018. When it was removed that fall, along with several other sites that currently generate revenue for the city. It was also reiterated through several email exchanges between a current city council commissioner and a current sitting city council member. The first email from that commissioner states that I checked into the property on the east side of the Ark River Bridge north of 4th, has a cable across the entrance. The city has control over that area. To me, it would make a great parking area. The second email from 4/17 of 18 further clarifies if the county were to vacate a portion of the right-of-way on the north side and east side, then the city will need to work with him, assuming me, to allow access as that vacated area is under the city jurisdiction. I understand the right-of-way. There's probably more area north of the 4th Street location at that location than the county currently needs. The county had engaged in an agreement with the city of Hutch so that they could put their dirt pile there for road work, salt, whatever. I just wanted to come in today and clarify that information and that I'm not spreading misinformation. My information was accurate. That's all I had for you today. Appreciate it.
So is there more information on this? What
My understanding is that it is county owned.
And at that point, it's really not within the jurisdiction of the city to engage in leases or other arrangements contractually. It's not our property.
Okay, and then you're saying it is?
Yeah, that's what I have from emails, exchanges. So I'll let you guys sort it out. Appreciate your time. I've got to do the business of tourism in the city of Hutch. See you guys later.
I would just like to get the information solidified during a council meeting. If there's any way we could maybe at the next one bring up a map or something.
Be happy to do that.
Okay,
Yeah.
I just think the public with all of what's going on, maybe we can get all of that out there. Do you have any?
Not in
more?
reference to that topic. no.
Okay.
Good morning, Mayor, City Council, Jeff
Morning.
Hooper, Chief of Police. Just wanted to fill the council in. At the State Fair, we all know what a great event that is for us. I don't know if the council is aware that during the time that the fair is not going on, the Hutchinson Police Department is responsible for all law enforcement services on state fairgrounds. We assume that responsibility. During the state fair, traditionally, KHP then comes in and they've assumed all those duties and responsibilities for law enforcement services. We're a support agency for them, transporting prisoners and things of that nature. This year, the state fair reached out to us and requested some additional law enforcement services that KHP was not going to be able to fulfill. They're upping their law enforcement presence up there, specifically for some of the larger events and larger concerts and things of that nature. And so we've entered into a contract with the state fair to provide those additional resources outside of what KHP can do. So it's just a great partnership between the city of Hutch and the state fair. But I just wanted the council to know that we'll be participating in that function this year. So stand for any questions if you have any.
That's fantastic.
Yeah.
I always get questions about that
Yeah.
every year. Like why
Under
why
the
is the
contract,
wire?
under the contract, Chief, are we compensated?
We are compensated. Well, I worked out with the state fair that we're compensated a certain amount, a set fee. I imagine our expenses will exceed that.
I see.
But they did provide some compensation for us. They also do some great things that they provide meal tickets for the officers while they're working up there, water vouchers, and so they'll have water so that the officers don't have to worry about that when they're up there. And so they're taking good care of
So
us up there.
it's a fair arrangement? You're-
Absolutely,
Okay.
absolutely. So.
Great to hear that.
Good morning, City Council. I am Adam Stewart, Neighborhood Development Coordinator with Hutch Rec. Today is the first Tuesday in August, which makes it National Night Out. 5 of the featured neighborhoods in the Hutchinson Healthy Neighborhoods Initiative are having events to celebrate this evening. Farmington Park is going to have a picnic at their neighborhood park gazebo starting at 6:30. And then the 4 neighborhoods that all converge at the intersection of 11th and Main, so College Grove, Creekside, Grace Arbor, and Midtown are going to have a combined block party that is going to be from 6 to 8 p.m. this evening, and that is going to be on Main Street in the 1100 block of North Main, so between 11th and 12th Avenues. There have been signs up for a few days, but just want to reiterate for the public that block is going to be closed to traffic, probably actually starting about 5:30, because it takes some time to get the concrete barricades set up to close it to traffic. That event's going to include food trucks. We've got an inflatable slide coming out for it. We're going to have a DJ. Police and fire department are going to be in attendance, provided they don't have call volume that makes them unavailable at that time, plus a variety of games and things. And really looking forward to that, and would like to invite the council and the general public to that event as well. Any questions?
No, good job.
Did you say that Southwest Bricktown was going to be participating as well?
No, Southwest Bricktown is not having a National Night Out event this year. There is an item coming up on the agenda that is a Southwest Bricktown event, and we'll get to that when it's...
Okay, great. Thank you.
Thank you. Anybody else? Okay.
Item 5, consent agenda.
I move we approve the consent agenda and authorize the mayor to sign.
Second.
Iris De Carvalho,
Yes.
Dave
Yes.
Bagwell,
Yes.
Garza.
Yes.
Item 6A, consider resolution approving Southwest Bricktown Fiesta as a special event.
Morning, council. We have before us a request for a special event to occur on Saturday, September 25th. It's going to involve closure of West First Avenue. It'll go from 6 to 11 p.m. It looks like they've met all the pro forma requirements that are prescribed under our ordinance. Staff has no objections. Thank you.
Well, I was just gonna, Jesse Juma, 67502. So we're not gonna have any graphics like the area that we're in the park. Are we just good to go?
That depends on city council.
Oh, do they have
So yeah,
pictures?
we're Brock Wells, 212 West Avenue B. We're here to ask, I believe, is it
It's a special.
yes, a special event permit. Thank you, Adam. For the Southwest Bricktown Fiesta. So as Councilwoman Jade said or asked about us, we instead of doing National Night Out this year, the neighborhood. This has kind of been a vision, actually, kind of a lot of Jesse's vision. What we're going to do instead on September 20, or would like to do, excuse me, instead on September 25th, is do a Southwest Bricktown Fiesta, and that is celebrating Hispanic Heritage Month, which runs September 15th through the October 15th. We're going to have 3 bands plus a DJ on the street concert, and where we'll be at was we will do this at the Southwest Bricktown Park. We will be asking to block off First Street there at I'm gonna go blank on the is that Jefferson?
Jefferson.
Yeah, thank you. Jefferson West, about a block. We're gonna block that off, and that's where the band will be set up. And all the money we raised all the money ourselves, and Cecilia did a fantastic job with drafting a letter, and we've also got some other help, and we've raised quite a bit of money to put this on, plenty of money. So I'll let Jesse talk about more details.
No, well, anyway, so first of all, let me just say thank you to the city, because Southwest Bricktown Park, that used to be Ashmead, if you remember, was not very much, I mean, aesthetically, it was just a park that was sitting there, not much happening. And when the Southwest Bricktown initiative came, which kind of started with some help from the United Way, and then the city and Hutchinson came in and stepped in and picked up the the pace, whatever. And as you can see, that park has really developed. And so I just want to say thank you, because everything that we asked for from the city to help develop that park, the city has always been cooperative. So we thank you very much, and we continue to develop that park. But now we see all nice green grass out there this year, especially popped up. And so that park is really looking beautiful with playground equipment and a gazebo and stuff, So there's still other stuff we're going to come and ask for that park. But there's not a day that I go by, and I do drive by every day, that there isn't probably somebody in that park using it. So it's very well utilized, and it's a nice addition to the city. Having said that, so we were one of the first ones to have a national night out in that park for the city altogether. And those first couple of years, 2 or 3 years, we were very well attended with over 300 people that came out for those events for the national night out. This year, obviously, there's been more neighborhood initiatives, and more neighborhoods have picked up. And they had, in the past, come to us for advice on how to get their neighborhoods started also, too. And but this year we decided to go another way and do our own little fiesta in September. And well, when I say little, I hope it's not very little, because we're really expecting a good crowd. We're going to have a live bands, which will all be homegrown. The OT and Troy Tolbert we'll have a little blues band to pop up first, you know, and everybody, they're pretty well known in the community. The other band will be the Vieira. It's called the Vieira Brown Chorale Band. And you may know Robert Vieira is out at the deputy warden, and it's actually his boys have a band now. One of his boys went to go live in London for a while, and as a musician was actually traveling with national bands, you know. But he's back home in Hutch now. He's bringing his experience back to Hutch, and he's bringing his family's band back to Hutchinson. So I think Ralph Brown and Eddie Carell are some musicians from the 60s that we all know that have been around. And so the thing that's cool about this is that when you look at the Tolbert band, we're looking at two generations playing together. And you look at the Vieira band, we're looking at generations playing together. And then also when it comes to the lead band is called Eclipse. And they're also another band with generations. And if Bubba Garcia, that works for RCB, he's become well known as this gentleman has grown up, you know, in the community, but he used to play with this Eclipse band when he was like this high, playing the bass with his dad. And so that band's been around since the 80s, and I think they probably like stopped touring in about 2013, I believe, you know, they said something like that. But it's like the equivalent of a 80s, classic 80s band. It's like a classic 80s Mexican band. It's coming back, you know. And so so they haven't really played for a little bit. We'll see how that goes. But no, they're, you know, it's like riding a bike for them. So it's really a big deal to put this Eclipse band back together. And his father, Oscar, you know, has worked at Collins for over 30 years, Oscar Garcia. And there's also a Francisco Fernandez, I believe, that works for the city, and he's been working for the city here for a long time also too. So this is really going to be a good opportunity for the, you know, when we say Hispanic Fiesta, it's not just for Hispanics anymore. That's a tagline from something. But we do these things so that the community can come out and experience these fun times, you know. You know, so we want everybody to come out and enjoy this. Just look at it as an opportunity. In the past, just like in the last few months, Hutchinson gets a rep for sometimes being a slow town. The last time when Salt City had their street dance out there a few weeks ago, I don't remember how long it was, but it wasn't too long. You know, that day, I think I remembered specifically that there was 3 live bands playing in town that night, I believe, in Hutchinson that people could go to. So, you know, I was thinking like, you know, this is kind of cool. Hutchinson is kind of cool. What other town in Kansas our size or, you know, or whatever has 3 bands playing tonight, you know, other than Wichita, but Wichita's Wichita. But, you know, we have 3 bands playing that night. So we're doing good, I think, you know, as far as getting some entertainment out there. And this is just our part to help out too. We're going to have a party, you know, and a good band, a good time out there. And it's for the community to come out is what I'm trying to say. So we want everybody to come out and enjoy that show. Just real quick too, there is the NAACP will be having their Emancipation Weekend is this weekend also too. So again, they have a Jazz in the Park on Friday night. And again, it's not just for an ethnic thing, it's for the whole community. You guys are missing some good music if you don't come to the Friday night jazz at Avenue A Park. And you will be missing some good music and fun times if you don't come out to the Southwest Bricktown Fiesta on September 25th. So it's going to be a blast, it's going to be a good time, so come and join us. And by the way, thanks if you approve this.
Hi, Cecilia Pena, 601 West Sherman. Like Jesse said, I was the one that put letters out. I want to thank you for considering this because I think this is a way for us to join as a community and blend our cultures together. And that way everybody will not be excluded like Jesse said. But I think this is a chance for us to know each other and grow better and stronger as a community, which, the foundation of any kind of business is to have a strong foundation. And with everybody coming together, as he said, the Emancipation Day, that's been a great event here every year. Yes, we did say Hispanic Heritage Month, but like Jesse said, we want everybody to come out. And when I wrote this letter, we went and I hit every business that was on our district, lawyers, manufacturing places, construction places, and everybody was excited to give. Those that couldn't give were very, very supportive and gave lots of words of encouragement to continue what we're doing. They said, a lot of them had told me that a lot of their businesses are kind of forgotten because it's on the west side of town. Well, I assured them that this would be a way, if they were to come out and join us that night, to get that known, that they are here and they've been here for quite a while. So that encouraged everybody to do that and to donate. I am very proud of my neighborhood, but I'm very proud of Hutchinson, Kansas, born and raised here. And like Jesse said, we're not a dying community, and we've been getting bigger and bigger every year with our events. And this is going to be one of the biggest, and we hope to continue, and we hope you approve everything, and we want you to come and join us and see what we've done, because we've worked very, very hard. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you.
And just real quick too, this isn't, I don't want this to be a one-time event just for Hispanic, Heritage Month. When you see how we set this show up and stuff like this, I want this to be something that we can highlight and do more shows like this all year round. So help us out.
Jesse, I did have one question. National Hispanic Heritage Month, September 15th through October 15th. If you'd like the council to do a proclamation for that, I know that's come up a few years, but we always kind of miss it. So the first meeting of the month would be September 6th, if you want a proclamation.
Yeah, that would be excellent.
Okay, maybe
Yes.
you can coordinate with Linda on the wording of that.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, thank you.
Great, thank you.
If there are any questions from council, I can probably answer them.
Nope, I'm just excited to have another event. I think it's great to be able to provide entertainment for the community, and I'm excited.
While you do have the graphics, so you can get an idea, when I say a good-sized show, you can see the staging area.
Yeah.
So, and then the dance floor will be the whole street there on First, so we actually, anticipate that we're going to have at least 500 people there. But due to the band that hasn't been out to play for a while and the notoriety of the homegrown musicians that are going to be there and stuff, we never know what's going to blow out to be, but we're expecting at least 500 people there. So, and you can see how it kind of utilizes the whole park and stuff. So, food trucks on the side, the beer garden, there will be a beer garden in the center there, and then the dance floor on the stage and some inflatables. And what else are we missing? Oh, the mechanical bull.
That's Dave Line's favorite.
So come and ride that mechanical bull too. And so, yeah, you can see it's going to be full and fun-filled. So thank you.
You know what? I love dancing Mexican music, and I'm going to say that we motion to approve the resolution approving the Southwest Bricktown Fiesta September 25th, 2021 as a special event pursuant to the City Code Section 18801 and authorize the mayor to sign.
Second.
Iris DeCarvalho?
Yes.
Dave Line?
Yes.
Bagwell?
Yes.
Garza?
And I'm looking forward to it. Yes.
Thank you, council.
Item 7A, consider acceptance of American Rescue Plan Act grant.
Good morning, council. Peter Miller from the Hutchinson Airport. And while my item isn't quite as cool as the Southwest Bricktown that I put together, so in your packet is a quick little memo. We were included. The FAA offered us $59,000 as part of the American Rescue Plan Act that was signed into law by the president on March 11th. And so this is money that is to be used for, let's see, here, they word it specifically, for costs related to operations, personnel, cleaning, sanitation, janitorial services, combating the spread of pathogens at the airport, and debt service payments for the airport. So this is actually the third grant that we've received since early 2020. So willing to answer any questions, but it's money for the airport to continue doing what we do. So.
Peter, will you use the money this year or?
So
next
I've got, we've got 4 years to spend, this money. We've, the very first grant we got in 2020, the CARES Act grant, we've already spent about 98% of that grant.
Okay.
That was part of the fueling system that we put in out there. The last 2 grants, we are spending, so we got a grant for the control tower. We also got another kind of a supplemental grant that pretty much matches this. That's going right now mostly towards operational costs, cleaning our janitors out there that work, just kind of the day-to-day costs for the airport, and then each month I submit for the reimbursement from the FAA. So working with the finance department, we still haven't decided what might be the best and highest use for this money, but we do have 4 years to figure out why this might work good. So.
Well, I would move to approve the acceptance of federal grant number 3-20-0035, 038-2021, offer of $59,000 to be used for approved airport operational expenses, and authorize the city manager or his designee to sign.
Second.
Iris De Carvalho?
Yes.
Dave-Line?
Yes.
Bagwell?
Yes.
Garza.
Yes.
Item 8, report of city officials.
Mr. David, you'd like to
No,
start?
I have nothing this morning.
Ms. Jade?
The only thing I had was a reminder about the Emancipation Day celebration activities this weekend. There is a parade starting at 10 a.m. I believe that's on Main Street, a free picnic, and community concert on Sunday, old school jam. There's a lot of different events, and the Hutch Rec is the one kind of coordinating that this year. So if you're interested, you might look on that website or the Visit Hutch website.
Miss Sarah?
No.
Okay, I only had a couple items. Number one, this last Saturday I had a meeting with my Southwest District, a little meeting I brought up off my Facebook. Of course, on my Facebook's only 20 people on, or I didn't know how to do it, and so I just hit everybody on my Facebook, and probably 20 to 30 people come out. It was a great meeting with my side of town, our side of town. It's not my side of town, part of the city. We talked about a lot of stuff, and I plan to have more after I get a little bit more IT tech. I'll try to get it out a bit more. It was a great meeting. We had a lot of good talks. Other than that, I'll invite everybody to come out to the Southwest Bricktown. If you know me, I love Mexican dancing, so I will be there. So it's a great time, and make sure we go to the
National Night Out.
National Light Out tonight, and the WACP,
NAACP.
NAACP today. When's that?
Friday, Saturday,
Friday.
Sunday.
I'm a little nervous. When I get nervous, I stutter like that, but that's just me. Other than that, that's all I got. Jeff?
Thank you, Mayor.
Yes.
I'd like to express appreciation to the governing body of the city and the county, as well as city staff and county staff, for what I think was a successful joint work session last week. We went through a lot of issues, and I think we came up with a constructive outcome that's going to be a positive thing for the community for years to come. So that was good. I look forward to doing that at least once a year with the joint groups. I think there's support for that from previous comments from you all and from the governing body of the county. So we will try to keep that in motion. I'm sure you're all noticing some of the inconvenience of the street projects we have ongoing. Those are wrapping and looking good. You'll see a lot of new pavement out in the city. That is always a good thing. We're working through a few complaints that have come in, but nothing catastrophic. Most of the business owners have, I've noticed even radio spots where they're telling people how to take alternate routes to get into their businesses. So I don't think we're impacting anybody too negatively. Also, I think I briefed you all once before, but we have made the Woody Seat application once again. That has been submitted, and I did review the packet thoroughly, and the submittal, you know, when you get a chance to practice this thing every year, the submittal gets better every year. And I gotta say, it's a pretty nice looking submittal, so pretty excited about that.
When do we expect to hear back on that?
Oh, I think Jeff said that was gonna be sometime in September, if memory serves.
Oh.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah. Keep you all posted on that as we hear more.
great.
Thank you. I'll rest for questions. Thank you all.
Okay, there's nothing else. I need a motion to adjourn.
Motion to adjourn.
Okay.
Second?
Iris Stakarella?
Yes.
Dave
Yes.
Bagwell?
Yes.
Garza?
Yes.
Oh, that was a quick one.
That was
30 minutes.
quick.